Hey, Aunt T Pathfinder here. Jocelyn, Teresa, whatever you want to call me, I don't care. Um, there are 3 dreams tonight. The middle dream is a really short one because it's kind of private, in the fact that there's a name that I won't be telling you about. Ex-boyfriend, but anyway, the first dream took place in 1976, bicentennial year. It was a pretty cool year. Lots of patriotism that year. I tell you, we got to heal this planet. We got to heal this country. Every life matters. Period. Okay, let's get back to the dream. In this dream, I was driving an open-top Jeep. Nobody with me. And as I was driving, I could feel this negative energy, this fear burning energy behind me, causing me to keep driving as fast as I could between all these big rocks, these boulders, and in this land that was khaki colored, tan, but not sand. High up in the mountains, driving along. Pardon my nose. It barely runs, but it itches. You know. So anyway, I'm driving this Jeep and have to suddenly pull to a stop because from north to south across my path is this crevasse, this huge crack in the earth, deep, so deep I can't see the bottom of it, and it was spread open 4 or 5 feet at average, looking from one side to the other. But walking north, I saw 2 T-Rexes messing with each other, one on either side of the crevasse, just messing with each other, just not trying to hurt each other, just maybe they were enjoying themselves, you know? Maybe they were just having fun. Oh God, this winter cold air, you know? Oh. Okay, anyway, across the crevasse is the same type of land I've been driving through. And I wasn't quite sure how I could get across anyway, so I looked to with these T-Rex north of me. I didn't want to disturb them because they were ignoring me. And behind me was the fear still building. So I turned the Jeep to the south and could feel the land going down. And at that recognition, dream jumped. You know how they can do in dreams. They jump from the highland to the lowland where my Jeep is stuck in a bog. It's not going anywhere unless something huge reaches out and picks it up like a toy. Pulls it out. Well, being in this bog, let's see, I was 19 when I graduated, so this is 3 years later. So my 22-year-old brain was stupid. Was that a word for me? Anyway, I'm sorry. My 22-year-old brain was not the greatest back then. And so, in the dream, I jumped out of the Jeep to try to get away. And with the Jeep stuck up to the bolts, the nuts, all the way around the rim, you know I was going to sink in deep. So I sunk in deep, up to my knees, pulled one out, walked as out, stretched as far as I could. So I pulled the other one out and swung it around to stretch as far as I could. And as I pulled my first leg out again, I swung it around and I looked, and I was barely escaped from the side of the Jeep. So that, what in the world? Where am I going? So I just turned. I just sat there trying to stand up, trying to. I didn't even try to get back to the Jeep. I just balanced there, waiting to see what the danger was that was coming at me. And as I stood there waiting, that energy dissipated, fell away. Just like in that dream of the white dog, the dog that turned white, it kept recurring. Once I turned to face the fear, it vanished. Well, it happens that way, you know, with a lot of fears that we have. But then again, there are real fears too that don't go away. Like this virus going around, or a bankruptcy, or a child's illness. Those fears are there. You gotta pray to get through those. Anyway, I've got a picture, a drawing from this first dream. Yeah, my cute T-Rexes. I mean, these are unconceived drawings, so I'm amazed they look as much like T-Rexes as they did, especially from way back then when I made these. I think they're so cute. That was the best part of the dream, actually, was cutie little T-Rexes. Okay. After that came the little short dream of the ex-boyfriend. Let me explain. He was a good guy in many ways. Don't let me ever make anybody think differently of any of my exes. They were good guys. But it was me whose brain didn't work in that realm the right way. Especially when this guy's jealousy started coming out. We'd only dated once or twice or so, and he started feeling jealous around people that were around me. He wanted me all more to himself. And I had not ever felt that before. I had felt jealousy of a kid wanting something somebody else got, or jealousy of wanting a bit more time with my mom, or my big sis, or any of my sisters. But jealous, trying to keep a man at my side. Oh no. When I started picking that up from him and start feeling it, amping it back to him, I felt filthy. I felt just plain nasty. And so I made up a scheme to get rid of him, to make him, because he didn't want to walk away from me. That wasn't part of the way it went. Girlfriends didn't say goodbye to him. He did it, and he wasn't ready, he said, to say goodbye to me. He thought that we were a cute couple, and etc. And then I managed, and this was like only 3 or 4 dates, that I managed to arrange for him to hear me on the telephone making a date with somebody else. I broke his trust, etc., etc., etc. Thank you. Goodbye. I pray you have a good life. Hope I don't see you again, type thing. Ta-da. Good guy. I am a handsome looking guy, but I mean, I was fairly decent looking back then, but anyway, this dream, it happened in January of 1979. And I was at home hanging with kids, nieces and nephews, the young ones, enjoying family. And he walks in the front door, the guy I'd been talking about. Surprised me, but I ignored him. He came in, he sat down, and he just waited. But I didn't have time for him. I was too busy enjoying the kids, focused on the kids. And so he finally got up and walked away. That's when my dream ended. I think what it was, maybe he was thinking of me again, I don't know. But maybe it was a crossing of hearts in the dream, and I held nothing against him, but I didn't want him in my life. Too much going on, too much family stuff. Okay. The next dream was from 1981. And in this dream, I had just moved into an apartment. Well, out of the dream. In 1981, I had moved into my sister and her husband's apartment downtown here. They lived on a farm. They bought this for investment, and I rented out the middle floor, the ground floor. There was one beneath me and one above me. The one above me had a room attached in the back. Okay? But anyway, I was the only one renting at the time when I first moved in. And my sis and her hubby gave me a cast iron bed because I didn't have one. The one that I'd had got left back at the house, my mama's house, so that others could use it. Anyway, I fell asleep in this bed in my bedroom, whose windows were like sliding windows. They were high up at the top. I had trouble even on tiptoes trying to see out of them without standing on something. And so I went to sleep there, no problem. I had for, a few weeks, and then all of a sudden I get attacked by this dark, potent energy that was beating on me, striking at me, trying to attack, smother me, trying to do whatever it could to break me. And so I woke up finding this little tiny tin soldier guy. He was about like that tall, attacking my neck. So I managed to pull him off and fight against that energy because it was strong. I mean, I was fighting, and I woke up as I was doing this, as I was fighting, and so I got up onto my feet on top of the bed, reaching for the window, pulled the closest one, slid it over, and shoved the thing out before sliding the thing and locking it. And I locked it just as the energy started beating on the outside of the house. All that negative, all that vile energy that had attacked me, tried to choke me. It was now outside of the house. And I woke up and realized that I had not actually woken up yet when I found that thing in my throat. Now, being fully awake, I checked every window and door to make sure everything was locked, put something under the door at the front entrance and the back. Well, my back entrance actually leads into another apartment, which was empty and closed up at the time. So, but fighting against that energy that I could feel it wasn't me. It wasn't inside of me, but it was nasty. It was vile. And what was strangest was the drawing that came from it. Check this out. You see me in bed, way down at the bottom. Look at that thing looming over me. That insane. Let me pull it a little bit closer if I can. Yeah. Craziness. I am a firm believer, even until now, that that thing had come with my bed, and when it had the chance, when it thought it had the chance, it attacked. It attacked. But it attacked the wrong person. It attacked me. Okay, that's it. 3 dreams. Love you guys. I'd love to have comments from you and feedback, especially family, friends, strangers. Doesn't matter. More thumbs up, likes, the better. I find I get tickled every time I find one, and that's rare. So okay, unconditional love, prayers all around. Bye.